Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Rebel, and as always, I have to give you my parental advisory. I tend to cuss like a sailor, could also talk like a pervert, so if you ain't into that, exit stage left. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings now because I know I ain't everybody's cup of tea. So, yeah, I am looking like a Oompa Loompa for some reason. I know what it is though. I'm kind of tan for one, as you could see, but also my face is like looking really red because I just derma rolled my face yesterday, so my face is still kind of like, no bitch, but you'll just have to get over it. So I want to get this video done and over with because it's been much requested by a lot of y'all to do this video. So we are going to jump in. Excuse me, I have all my Shop Miss A products here. We're going to do a almost a full face. And why I say almost, there's two products I do not have in here that I had to go into my stash to get. One of them is primer. I don't care for none of the Shop Miss A primer. I have tried it. I just don't care for it. So I'm going to go with my tried and true Tarte primer. This is the poreless primer. It works really well with all foundations, which the foundation I'm using, I already know it's a good one. This is the Power Wear. I'm going to use it. It's probably going to be way too light for me now, but we're just going to have to deal with it. So, but this will give everything else a chance by using a good primer. So, like I said, I've already primed. I really moisturize. I had to moisturize a lot because, like I said, I derma rolled, which I should have. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I was thinking it probably was going to work. So, I didn't really want to, you know, document it, but I should have documented it. I've derma rolled now 2 times. Yeah, this is my second time, and I'm already seeing a difference in my skin, and I can't believe it. So I should have documented it, but I didn't do it. So I don't even know really where to begin. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the stuff out of my little box here. So how is y'all's week? This is a Tuesday. I don't know when I'll put this video up, but it's a Tuesday, the week before the 4th of July. So I think we're going to do a 4th of July here at our house, a little get together. So I may not have new videos coming up after this one, because if I am, because I haven't heard if anybody's coming over or not. So if they decide to show up, then I will probably be quiet, and you will see old videos that I pre-recorded. If not, you'll see new videos, because I have a lot more that I want to get done, bang out, and all that. So I got my little Pawpaw blender holder here. Get my dirty blender out. It really isn't dirty. I actually cleaned this thing. But going to get into the Power Wear from AOA Studios. This is in the color Buff. Like I said, this is probably going to be too light for me now. So, well, we're just going to deal with it. I tried to stay away from everything that was AOA Studio, but unfortunately, it looks like most of this is AOA Studio stuff. In general, AOA stuff, it tends to be better than the other products that they offer on Shop Miss A. So, I always close my eye whenever I don't know why I close my eye. I'm nowhere near my damn eye. Yeah, I'm over here closing my eye. Power Wear is a damn near full coverage foundation. It does stay put once it's on. It's not really going to move. I haven't fully tried it sweating though, like sweating my ass off. So I don't know if it would hang around with sweat. We got a lot of breakouts down there, so that has not been fully tested yet as to would it last in a sweaty situation. So maybe I should test that out today and go outside for a bit, because it's awful humid, it's sweaty, so awful humid and sweaty, awful humid and hot. So there's no rain right now. We got no rain, so it has been non-stop raining since Saturday. Almost non-stop raining, but we've had quite a bit of rain. This is kind of a dry foundation though. And I forgot about it until I just now put it on. I'm seeing it. For some reason, it's really settling into my worry lines up there, and it's looking horrible. Unless you got really, really oily skin, you won't have to really powder this foundation unless it really is moving on you, but it doesn't move. Once it's in place, it pretty much, it's there. It's not going nowhere. I'm going to try to bring my camera down some and try to bring it, I don't know why you all want to get closer, but try to bring it a little bit closer so you're not so far away from me. I almost forgot to turn the camera back on, but now I'm going to use the AOA Studio. This is the liquid concealer in light ivory. Looks like this. This one's a pretty good concealer. I do have some issues with it wanting to run around and kind of cake in my lines. But other than that, for the, I think it's $1.55, $1.88, something like that, it's worth the money. And I use this for both concealing and also for priming my eyes for the foundation. For the shadow. Braided is his background. Not being too bad right now. Better knock on wood. It could all change. But not being too bad at all. Like I said, I can't remember. I don't think that this really dries down. I can't fully remember. It's been a little bit since I've used it. I like using my fingers for my concealer. I know some people probably frown upon that. I think it melts better into my skin when I do that. I think it moves around better. So I have my AOA Studio Perfect Powder, pressed powder. I don't think I'm going to use it though. I'll see what happens with the concealer under the eyes, but for the face, I don't really need it, so. Brayden just said, dumbass. He's been watching that 70s show. So, he repeats everything Red Foreman says off that show, so he's over there saying, dumbass. What can I say? Okay, trying to decide, probably this would be a better bronzer. This one looks really red orange, but I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it out so we can see. I'm gonna swatch both of the colors. That one might be a little too dark. Yeah, that's gonna be way too dark of a bronzer for me. The blush is okay. What did I do with that? Okay. So I'm going to use this palette here instead. So this is the Muse, what's it called? Bronzer, blush, highlighter, quad. I think I'm going to go into this cooler tone since I'm looking a little red. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I don't know if this is one of those a little bit goes a long way or barely shows up. A little bit goes a long way. Sometimes these cheaper palettes, bam, they got so much pigmentation that it's stupid, or they don't have any at all. So it's going to be one of those that has probably a little too much. So I'm going to try to blend it out the best I can. It's not a bad color. If you're contouring, it'd be a really good color. A little bit hiccup. But other than that, that's okay. This is like a cool toned pink kind of blush. I typically don't go for these like Barbie pink blushes. We're going to use it though. It's not, I close my eyes again. It's not the best color for me. Partially. I mean, it works, but blush for me, well, maybe I should have closed my eye. I got something in my eye now. Okay. I need a little bit warmer tone of a blush. I do. I tend to pull my blush up now. I kind of like the way it looks, so I just do it. The concealer's already starting to cake into my lines. I got this Halo highlighter from AOA Studio, or I can use this one, but we're going to wait. I always like to wait to put on my highlighter. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to put on brows. So I have this AOA Studio Slim Brow Pencil. It's one of the newer ones they came out with. It's a twist. Yeah, well, if I didn't break it. But it's a twist. This is a dark brown. We're going to see if I like it. The last few I've tried from AOA Studio I haven't liked. This is very hard and waxy. Really hard. If you like that, if you like a really, you have to really push to get anything out, then you would like this pencil. Me personally, I don't like these really hard wax pencils. Plus this dark brown, I don't know if you can notice, it's leaning more red. It's more red tone. It's not a cool toned brown. So maybe if you have auburn in your hair, you have red hair, or your brown hair leans a little bit more red, then this would be a good pencil for you. But it's not good for me. I don't like a warm toned. Unless I am back to my natural color, then I don't mind it as much. But when I've got these crazy colors, I don't really want a warm toned brown. I want a cool toned. Especially if I'm doing cool toned colors in my hair, like this blue, for example. Yeah, I really have to push to get this out. Or not to get it out, but to get it on my skin, I really have to push. So, I don't know about this one. This one probably will get thrown away because it's just... Unless it's got good staying power. If it's got some good staying power, then I might hold on to it. You know, not blow it off totally, but so far I don't know about that one. Now I have the Malibu Glitz Eyebrow Powder. So this is a dual eyebrow powder. They both look like they're going to be cool toned. That's probably what I need to counteract this warm tone. So I'm going to... I'll try to use the little cheap brush that comes with. I'm going to go into the... probably this lightest one first, and we'll see what happens. Whoa, a lot of kick up. And it's going to be a lot of fallout, too. Gotta be really careful. It's probably this brush, too. This brush is not that great. Yep. Screw it. I use that shit. Now, this is helping some combat with that warmish red that's brown pencil thing. Should call it candle wax, because that's what it kind of felt like going on with candle wax. So if you want candle wax, that would be a good brow pencil to use. Technically, you don't need one of these little brow separate products. Just go find your eyeshadow, match it to your hair color, and you could do it that way. It works just fine. That's what I do all the time when I decide to match my brows to my hair. I just go with my eyeshadows and just get the color I need. And like sometimes I have to lay down a base, you know, over my brows, and then lay down the shadow, the color. When I do that, I usually use like a white, or I try to find one of my eyeliners that is the color that I need, and I just go over that way. As you can see, there's some kick up, but only $1, so like I said, you can't, there's a lot on my table too. You can't really go wrong with the brow powders. I have the two palettes here. I have Malibu Glitz Neutral as Hell palette, or I have the Amuse a very bright blue palette. We're probably going to mix the two is what we're going to do. I'm going to try to do something a little different. I'm sure y'all get sick of the same looks that I do all the time. So, We're going to try something a little different. Do I really want to do that? No, not really, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go into the Muse palette, into this darkest navy, and I could go ahead. I'm going to swatch out this palette just so we can see what the colors are going to look like. There's the colors to that palette, so I'm going to go in with that one, I believe, first. Oh, I got blue all over me. I should not have worn a white shirt. Stupidest move ever, to wear a white shirt when you're dealing with makeup that you have no clue what it's going to do. See, these two here are going to be satins. That's why I'm going in with that one. And then the rest are shimmer, so not really any mattes to this at all. I tried to be careful not to get this everywhere. I'm getting it everywhere. Gosh. I haven't used an Amuse palette in years. The last Amuse palette I had was probably 4 or 5 years ago, and I absolutely hated that garbage back then. It was pure garbage. But I've seen a lot of my girls here on YouTube, and they've been getting these little palettes from Shop SA and other places, and they've actually been pulling off quite a bit of good pigmentation off them. So I thought, well, maybe Amuse finally got its shit together. But yeah, makeup 5 years ago, you know, it's all changed now. There was a lot of brands back then that weren't that great, that now are pretty damn good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into, I got blue all over me. So I'm going to go into that neutral palette now, the Malibu Glitz. I'll go ahead and swatch them out so you can see these colors. Oh, that was not bad. That one's got good pigmentation. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. We'll see how it blends out. Oh, there is kick up in both of them, of course, but there was some kick up in that brown palette. So I'm going to take my little brushy here. I'm going to go into this color here first. What I'm doing is I'm blending that blue into the crease. Smoky eye, basically, is what it is. It started more of a gray, but that's okay. It's going to happen because you used a navy blue. Again, I'm going to go into that lightest color and go back over this line here of the brown-blue mix, just to soften out the line even more. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is go back with my blue because I lost some of it out here on the edges and I wanted to keep that out here, so we're just going to tap it in. And then I'm going to blend again, just lightly this time though. So that's all Smoky Eye is just a lot of blending, a lot of blending. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my small brushes here, pencil brush. I'm going to go underneath my eye now with that same navy color. There we go. I'm going to take a little bit of this silver. I'm going to put it right in the center of my eyes, on my lids. Not in my eyes, but on my lids. Kind of give it, hopefully, kind of a little bit of a halo looking effect. A highlighter effect. So it's Just right. I mean, it's not really adding much to it, but just a little bit of something there to kind of break up all of the just solid blue that's going on. I don't know why I got purple, but I got purple. So I got a purple gel liner. And I don't have, or do I have? Let me see if I've got, I would rather use another color. I do have an AOA Studio gel eyeliner, but it sucks. I already know I don't like it. I've tried it before, but to try to keep with the theme of Shop SA crap, we got this. How much time? Oh, I've already rambled on 30 minutes doing this damn look. So I'm just going to throw this in my water line. I don't care for it. I've tried it. Didn't much like it. I don't know if y'all like them. I mean, they go on okay. But my eyes water so much that they just don't stay put very long. Like, probably by the time this video is over with, it's already going to be off. So next I'm going to go in with this AOA Studio, the Artista, whatever, this liner here. It's a very thin, a very fine liner, so if you want a really fine line, this will give you that. Technically with this look, you probably should do a cat eye, but I'm going to go ahead anyways. I think with the smoky eye, they usually take a liner just around the lash line and then blow it out, smudge it out, whatever you want to call it, with a pencil or with a brush. And I can do that too, but it just doesn't look that great on me whenever I smudge my eyeshadows, so. This is where we're going to go a little bit different of a turn. I do not like none of the mascaras I've ever tried from Shop SA. So I'm going to go in with my Essence Lash Princess. This is the false lash, the green one, the good one. So I'm going to go in with that instead. It's affordable. They're like $4 a lot of times. Ulta will have, not clearances, but sales on Essence stuff. You get it super cheap then. I'm really going to like this stuff once it starts drying down some. I tend to like mascaras once they get a little bit dried down. This is still a little bit too watery for my liking, but it gives me the lash look that I want. These are the AOA Studio lashes. These are called the Caroline. They're a half lash. Not a lot to them, but they add a little bit of something. If you want a really natural look, you go with these, and they look great. And also, I'm going to use the AOA Studios Super Lash Glue. The stuff is pretty good. It don't last all day on me, though. I have to go with the better lash glue if I'm going to be doing all day wear. But just for I care around the house, if I'm just doing quick looks, I go to this. This also works great whenever I apply glitter or jibs or something like that to my face. The lashes, it just won't really hold a good set of, like a big set of lashes. It just won't hold it all day. These, it would probably hold it all day because these are so small that I could probably get away with it. So you should wait 30 seconds, a little longer before you stick these on. Let the lash glue kind of dry down some. It makes it a little bit tackier, easier to put on. Like I said, they just, I don't know if you can really, how do I do it? I don't know how to do it so you can see it, but they just add a little bit of something to the eye. I don't know if you can tell the difference in the two. So, like I said, I like using these. I'd probably need to order some more because this is my last set. But I like using these on days I want to still look good, but yet not have like the horse blinders on. You know, they'll look so too fake. I don't know why. I don't want to look too fake. I mean, look at me. Apparently, I want to look fake. He's going to start squealing here in a few seconds, probably, because I told him to turn down his phone. I told you. I can always pop this side on easy. It's always this side that gives me hell whenever I'm doing lashes. There we go. Lashes are on. So I approve the AOA Studio lashes from Shop SA. I've had several pairs of them in the past and I love them. So no issues with the lashes at all. Okay, now we're going to go back to the highlighters. I'm going to decide if I want to use this AOA Studio one or if I want to use the one out of the Amuse. So let's go ahead and swatch these if I get it open. Surprisingly, the Amuse one is better than the AOA Studio one. The AOA Studio one's going to be more of a natural highlighter. To give you that natural kind of sheen. Where the Amuse one is going to be more of a shiny, glistening one. So I'm probably going to go with the Amuse instead of the AOA Studio. It's really, I don't know if y'all can see it, it's really shiny, at least what I could see. Okay, and I'm also going to take my pinky, get some on there. I'm going to put it on my inner corner here. There we go. And I'm also, while I'm thinking about it, because I've been looking at this lower lash line situation and I'm not really down with it. So I'm going to go back into this little palette here, go back into that beigey color, get some of that. I want to kind of blow out this blue a little bit on this lower lash line. Just a tad bit. I think I like it better, a little bit smokier on the bottom. There, that's a lot better than what it was looking like before. So for the lips, really quick. Where'd it go? I lost my lips. Okay. I've got these two here from AOA Studios. These are the Wonder Bath lipsticks. And I'm not for sure which one. Screw it. We're going to go for the dark one because you know me, I like a dark vampy lip. So we're going to do this really, really quick. We're going to be doing a lot of fast forwarding, hopefully, through this video because I'm already at 40 minutes. So I'm going to try to do a lot of skipping and fast forwarding. So this part here, we're going to fast forward. Okay, so got the lips on, and I will say, since this is a darker color, I believe that this is called Sugar. Okay, it took several layers to try to get rid of the patchiness that I had, because it is so dark. So I had to put about 3 layers on, so that way I could get this dark color that I wanted. So, anyways, here is the finished look. So, what do I think about everything so far? Like I said, this is, some of it is first impressions and others is not. I've liked the Power Wear lipsticks. The only thing is they are drying Like with any matte lipstick, they're drying, but I like the dry lipsticks because I know it's not going to get all over my damn crooked teeth. So I will tolerate the dryness for that factor. This has nothing to do with AOA, so we're just going to knock it out because we already know I like the Lash Princess. Like I said, I like the glue. It's good for short term or smaller bands of lashes, but for the thick ones, they'll start peeling about 3 or 4 hours in. So, love the lashes. I've always liked their lashes. Can't complain about those. And where's the other stuff? Okay, the foundation is good for the price that it is. A little bit drying, but if you're oily skin, you're gonna love it. And if you're not, then you might put on a primer underneath that's very moisturizing to keep your skin not looking so crepey. The concealer is pretty good for the price. I've had better concealers, but I've also had way worse concealers than this. So it does tend to want to crease under my eyes. That's the only problem, but it does really well for me for a primer for my eyeshadows. And I already know the gel eyeliner from AOA Studio. I don't care for them. They don't last very long in my waterline. This one, the marker eyeliner, Artista, I'm not too for sure. This is my first time. It went on easy. It is matte black, I do believe. I think it is matte black. It is pigmented, so a very fine tip. So if you want a finer line, this would be a good one. It was easy to get on. It wasn't, you had to press like hell to get it on. But I don't know about the longevity of this. We will find out today, though. Not a big fan of the AOA Studio Slim Brow Pencil. The color is a little too warm for me. And I just don't like the waxiness and how hard you have to press to get it onto your eyes. Or, well, your eyebrows. There we go. Not your eyes. The Malibu Glitz Eyebrow Powder. It's a powder. There's really nothing bad to report about it. And nothing like, ooh, to report about it. So, and the eyeshadows. So, I really like this one. Just the pigmentation alone coming off of the swatches was really good. It blends out really well. And so did this one. I mean, this blue blended out really well. But this one feels a little bit more creamier in texture than this one. Like the navy blue I was using had that sandpaper feel to it. And some of these other colors had that sandpaperish feel to them. Didn't feel buttery. As buttery as this one. Now, this one doesn't feel totally buttery like some nicer eyeshadow palettes I have. But it was still pretty good. So, I want to use this on its own by itself and see. And this one you could use on its own. I mean, I could do a look with just this. But I wanted to use the two and kind of mix. And not just have a totally blue eyeshadow moment go on. So, did I say everything? I think I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so I used this totally. I've used these in the past. They're not bad. They're just not a blinding, look like fried chicken been rubbed on your face kind of highlighter. You know, I don't really care for that. So I want something that looks like KFC has landed on my face. So this one had the better highlighter on it. I also used the blush and the bronzer. Yeah, it was this one. This one was a little too dark for me, so I did not use it, and I did not need none of my powder. So, this was it. This was my gift ready with me using all my Shop Miss A stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to snap a few photos of this. This ain't my favorite look ever, by no means, but I'll still snap a few photos. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. And I will see you guys really soon. Love y'all. Bye.